Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to make objects and players move with the command of your hands. I'm going to show you all the right gadgets in the right order for you to be able to build this in any room you have the maker pen in to impress your friends. So to start off, you're going to get your maker pen, open up your palette, you're going to click on CV2 gadgets, go to the second page, and click on the toggle button V2. You can spawn that in anywhere you want. I'm going to spawn it in right here just off camera. So once you've placed your CV2 toggle button, you're going to go to CV2, you're going to search chips, and you're going to search up player left hand position. And you're going to place that right here. Once you've placed that down, you can search up player right hand position. Once you've searched up player right hand position, you're going to grab that as well and place it directly underneath. Next up, you're going to search for the distance chip. Circuits V2. Distance. Once you have your distance chip, search up subtract. And place that underneath distance. Next up, you're going to search up velocity set. Once you've placed that, you're going to search up event receiver. And place that right here. And click the configure button and configure it to say update 30 Hz. Once you have that down, you're going to search up the if chip in Circuits V2 as well. The last three chips we're going to need are the get element chip, the multiply chip, and the RecRoom object get all with tag chip. These are going to be all the circuits that you need for being able to move objects with your hands. We'll get to moving players with your hands later on in the video. So first up, wire the player who pressed the button to the target of the left hand in the right hand position. For the player left hand position chip, you're going to wire the vector to A on the distance chip and to the upper value on the subtract chip. Now for the player right hand position, you're going to wire the vector to B on the distance chip and to the second value on the subtract chip. Next up, you're going to wire the distance on the distance chip to the upper value on the multiply chip and configure that to around, let's say, 50 to start off. Once you've wired that, wire the product on the multiply chip to the speed on the velocity set chip. Wire the difference on the subtract chip to the direction on the velocity set chip. Wire the RecRoom object get all with tag chip to the get element list chip, then the value to the target. Once you've wired that, wire up the is pressed on the toggle button V2 to the condition of the if chip, and wire the then on the top of the if chip to the set velocity on the set velocity chip. And the very last thing you have to wire here is the event receiver to the if chip. Now for the get RecRoom object with tag, you're going to configure the purple tab, and for this I'm just going to make it the letter E because it's quick to write. And as you can see on this, it now says E right there. Now, you can spawn in any object you want. Let's try out the Let's try with the bow, since I love the bow so much. We're going to configure that to make it grabbable. And for the tag, you're going to, can you see that? You're going to click Add Tag. Then since the tag you added to your RecRoom object get all with tag chip, you put E. So put E on the bow. Then when you drop that, it'll fall down. You can grab it if you want to. Now when you press the button, this whole system should activate. And when you drop the bow, you're going to control it with your hands. So to control this whole system, it's a bit confusing, but your right hand should stay still when you're first learning it. And if you put your left hand forward, it would go forward. And if you put your left hand behind your right hand, it would go backwards. And if you put your left hand on the left side of your right hand, it'll go to the left. And same thing for the right. So wherever you move your left hand from the direction of your right hand, it will move the object in that direction, like up, down, left, right, and just in circles if you want to. And once you get used to it, you can use both hands and make it look like you're doing some sort of cool trick. And I will show you how it works once again. Both of my hands are still, but since my left hand is on the left side of my right hand, it will be going to the left. And if I put my left hand on the right side of my right hand, it will go to the right. Oh, there it goes. And you can recall it since the direction it goes in is the direction of your right hand to your left hand. If you point at it with your right hand and pull it in towards you with your left hand, you can recall it. And same thing with pushing it away. Since it goes by the direction of your left hand, you can point somewhere with your left hand and have your right hand further away, so it goes in that direction. You can call it back if you want to. You can make it go in circles, up, down. Left hand controls it, remember? Circles. You can do some cool tricks with it. You can push it towards the streamer cam, pull it back. Now we are going to mess around with a few other objects, then we will get to how to move players with the system. So let's turn off our button. Now the button is off. We can drop this. So what we can try next up, this is my second favorite item to do it with, is the frisbee or the disc. I can scale it up as if I'm like Captain America or something, and I have my shield. Make sure it's grabbable if you want to grab onto it. Then edit tags, add tag. The tag we added to the circuit system was E. Put down E. You can grab this. It's perfectly fine. I skinned it. The system's off. But when you turn the system on, it should start to move around. And this one's cool because it has a trail. So you can like impress people with frisbees and stuff. Now I'm going to show you the coolest part. I'm going to show you the coolest part about why I like the frisbee with the system. So, since your left hand controls it, if you push your left hand forward with your right hand back, when you throw it, you can throw it as if you're Captain America. And you can control it up, down, circles if you want to, like however. And then point at it with your right hand, pull it back with your left hand. And that's how it's done. You can throw it in a big circle as if it's a boomerang. Recall it. Throw it like up if you would like to. Let me just show that. Make it do circle. Pull it back. There's so many objects you can do this with. I mess with this for hours. It's non-stop fun. You can just keep doing all kinds of cool different tricks with this. We're gonna get right into how to control players next up. And here we go. One more thing I forgot to mention was you can also do this with creatable. You can also do this with shapes that you can build with the Maker Pen. They have to be physical though. You can make them grabbable, but they have to be physical so that they can fall to the floor and have gravity and come towards you. Configure it with the tag E. Press the button. And there you go. So to get the system working with being able to move your friends and just other players in the room, you're going to open up your palette, you're going to go to Circuits V2, search chips, and you're going to search up player, go to the second page, get player by display name. You're going to put it wherever you want. I'll just put it up here for now. Here we have our test subject. You can see his username, Steel on VR YT. So all you have to do is search that up on this, if you guys can see that. Now I search that up here. There we go. Now as you can see, the tag says Steel on VR. And we can just replace this. Move this here if you want to. Now wire the player to the target. Steel is on the tag right here, as you can see, Steel on VR. So all I have to do is press this button, keep my hands together so it doesn't go flying right off the bat. And since it's your left hand that controls it around your right hand, you can go in circles, up, down, to the side, and then you can push him away with your left hand, and then pull him back with your left hand.
I have no control over this whatsoever.
You can make him spin in circles. As you can see, do a little dance. You're on VR, you're not on screen mode, because for VR you have to point your hand where you want to fly towards. This is all me. I can do whatever I want with him. Steel, what is my favorite color?
White. Was that right?
You can just throw him away, spin him in circles, push him as far as you want by pulling your hands as far apart from each other, pull him back. You put your hands together to stop it.
Insane.
How far apart your controllers are is how fast it moves the object as well. So if you put your controllers together, then he stays almost completely still. And
I feel like I'm being crushed because my controllers are all being vibrated.
Separate them slowly and push really fast. Go super far, pull him right back. He'll be here eventually.
Yeah, you go quite high with that. That was ridiculous.
Press the button. There we go.
Nice.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to leave a like. It really helps me out. Thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe. It means a lot to me, and I will see you in the next one.